Okay, today we have a Peavey amp that I've been using to check capacitors and found a problem. So I figured I would just relay the issue and the fix on this Peavey amp. I took it out to test some capacitors that I'm working on a vintage radio. A video should be out shortly. And to check polarity on these capacitors, they're not marked, and you want to mark the foil side or shield side. So we just use an amp, and you can go on any YouTube channel and check out how to do that. That's a little project for you if you're curious, if you want to know how to check capacitors. With the guitar amp, you can go on YouTube and find that. You can find that many videos on how to do that. Anyways, I'm just doing that to work on my vintage radio, and something happened. I wanted to show you what's going on with this amp. So as I'm testing this capacitor out, I'm getting feedback out of this amplifier, and it's a radio station. I'm like, what is that? Am I really hearing voices right now? And depending on how I hold the capacitor and move it around, I'm getting some signals coming in. So I took the capacitor off. I just want to test the amp itself without the capacitor. Wasn't sure if the capacitor was actually making that radio station come in. So I'm just testing the amp, and then I realize I'm touching. Also, I can touch the transformer in the back, and it's distorting the sound. So there's definitely something going on with this amp. It's just been sitting around not doing anything. I didn't think it was even in disrepair. But then I took it out and used it, and it is definitely not working. The volume button is crackly, and this input jack is definitely distorting things. And as I'm trying to figure this amp out, I'm picking up a radio station, which is odd. And please put something in the comments if you found this before. Is this a new thing, or is this a common thing with amplifiers can actually pick up a local radio station? So it'd be great if anybody can make a comment on that. So I'm picking up this radio station, and I'm thoroughly impressed and confused at the same time. What's going on with this amplifier? Is it just something in the air, or is this amplifier malfunctioning? I'm continuing to play with it. I'm definitely getting radio station. I confirmed it with another radio that I have here that was a local radio station I'm picking up. Especially with the distortion that's going on as I'm using this input jack, there's definitely something wrong, and I need to take this apart and check it out. So I've taken the printed circuit board out of the amp, and I'm checking it out. And just through observation, I've realized that input jack is separating from the board itself, and all the solder joints are broken. No wonder the thing is acting up and doing some weird, funky stuff. So as I'm fixing this, I realized the jack is only supported by the solder joints, which is poor construction. The thing needs to be fastened to the board as well as soldered. So a quick fix I come up with is this silicone caulking that I'm going to put between the circuit board and the jack. It's just adhesive, but it's better than relying on those solder joints itself. So I've removed it, and I'm going to put some of that silicone right on the board itself. I reinstalled the jack and soldered it up. It's not world changing, but thought I'd highlight this fix, and maybe somebody out there has an amp that's acting up, and maybe this would be a fix for them. It's obviously a manufacturing flaw in that amp. I mean, you're going to use that input jack over and over and over, and obviously with that bit of wear and tear, you're going to break those solder joints. Most people probably would have thrown out the amp without investigating, but that was a simple fix. and it really should have had a screw in it or something that bonded it to the board, a mechanical joint of some kind, and not relied on the solder at all. But now it's fixed. Hopefully it'll last a while. And thanks for watching. Take care.